I've been surprised by the unanimity of people I've been speaking to this morning in Sloviansk. Remember, this is eastern Ukraine, majority Russian speaking, a lot of Soviet nostalgia here. I didn't find a single person in Sloviansk who thought that Vladimir Putin should be recognized as the legitimate president of Russia. Of course not, was the response I got from everybody. Some people said that he's a criminal. One man, when I asked whether or not the West should recognize him as president of Russia, replied, better they drop a bomb on the Kremlin and eliminate him. People here are extremely angry, of course, with Russia, and very much in line with what the Ukrainian government's position is, which is that Vladimir Putin should not be considered a legitimate president of Russia because the so-called election that he held was obviously a farce, ridiculously high score for the incumbent president. Even though Ukrainians are aware that a lot of Russians do support Vladimir Putin, I don't think that they think that the massive resounding endorsement that he claims to have got can possibly have been real, not least because, as one woman reminded me, they counted the votes within a single day in the whole of Russia. I mean, counted maybe should be in inverted commas. And so the Ukrainian government also really wants to draw the world's attention to the fact that this election really could not be considered legitimate, free or fair in any way. Also because, illegally of course, Russia also conducted its so-called elections in occupied parts of Ukraine, which in the eyes of Ukrainian and international law is not Russian territory at all. I think that on a pragmatic level, though, Kiev realizes that the rest of the world will have to continue to deal with Vladimir Putin as president of Russia. There isn't some kind of alternative, government of opposition that they could recognize, as some countries did with Svetlana Tikhanovskaya in Belarus, recognizing her as the legitimate president, even though she's in exile, rather than Alexander Lukashenko. There's no option there in practical terms with regards to Russia, also because of Russia's sheer military might and geopolitical importance. But Kiev nevertheless wanted to send a signal that it doesn't recognize this inauguration, and that the world should really remember the fact that Putin was not in any way legitimately elected as president of Russia by any democratic standards.